Hey guys, in this video, I'm going to be talking about why pay-per-lead and pay-per-call specifically within the lead gen space is a phenomenal way for anybody that wants to grow an SMMA agency, and why you can have success a lot faster by setting up your agency with pay-per-lead, pay-per-call methods and strategies. Okay, so guys, the first reason why pay-per-lead is so powerful and pay-per-call, it's basically a performance method, meaning that a result has to occur. Someone needs to call the business or fill out a form expressing interest in a service. Now, pay-per-call will always be more valuable to a business than a form, because when you have the call, you're right on the phone and you can get all the necessary information and qualify the customer and make sure that they're looking for your services. And you can go out, whether you're going to local service, you can go out and run an estimate, right? You can send your team out, or depending on their business model, they can actually close the sale right there. Okay, so getting people on the phone, believe it or not, is still a big challenge, and a lot of businesses, they have all these follow-up methods because it's really hard to get people on the phone. And so why pay-per-call is so powerful is because as the call comes in, their sales team has the person on the phone and they can do what needs to be done. Okay, the second reason why pay-per-call is so valuable, it's easy to scale. Okay, when I mean it's easy to scale, if you really mapped out a pay-per-call model and a pay-per-call niche, you can actually take over a city and onboard as many clients as you like to, and basically have, like, let's say it's a local service for Houston carpet cleaners as an example, right? And so let's say you want to generate carpet cleaning phone calls in Houston. Well, essentially you could onboard as many carpet cleaners in the city and the surrounding areas of Houston as possible, as long as you have the media channels to generate more phone calls, right? And then the third reason why it's so powerful and why I like pay-per-lead, pay-per-call over the retainer model is what we call monetizing your data and your leads. Okay, so essentially, if you set up a pay-per-lead, pay-per-call network, right, you basically can own the data, right? Whereas when you work with a marketing company, or I'm sorry, when you work with a client, most agencies will set up what you call as a retainer model, and they'll basically have the client pay them a flat fee on a monthly basis, and then sometimes they could work out a fee plus commission. But essentially in that model, you're more of a glorified 1099 employee with the business with no benefits. If that business says tomorrow, listen, we don't want to do this anymore, all you have is a portfolio, right, that you could possibly go to another business with, and you're basically onboarding another client and doing more work for the same compensation, unless you have the commission structure. Whereas with pay-per-lead, pay-per-call, you can set it up where you're the actual source and you're basically just filtering the phone calls and the leads to those particular businesses in those niches and verticals. And then you can monetize that data, and essentially you can offer second and multiple offers to the list that you're building for the lifeblood of your list. So as a perfect example, let's just say it costs you $15 to $20 to generate a lead, and then you're gonna sell that lead for $30, $35, or even $40. Well, you can actually sell that lead a couple of different ways. You can resell that lead to the same niche in the same vertical a couple of different ways. I'm not going to go into the specifics because that's not the purpose of this video, but you can resell it to the same niche, right? And or once you have the person's data, you can send them SMS notifications on different offers, as long as they're compliant and they're interested in, being on the list. They could always opt out, of course, or you can email them. And there's softwares and programs, guys, that could allow you to do this. But essentially, that one lead where your profit was $10 or $15 on the initial visit, and then you were able to monetize that lead and get it back out to the same network where you made 100% profit, right? And then maybe you did another time where you made 100% profit again, and then maybe you push that lead out for a different offer, right? For instance, if it's a home service lead, there's possible things that this homeowner may need around the home. And you can keep that person, whether you're gonna do it weekly, bi-weekly, monthly, whatever your process is. You can constantly stay in contact with that person where your actual lead cost is almost like pennies, right? So again, That type of system is a little bit more complex to build out, but nonetheless, over the time, if you really want to grow a powerful SMMA agency, you definitely want to find a way to implement a pay per lead, pay per call model. And obviously success leaves clues. We all know about local service ads and what Google has done. They didn't do that by accident, guys. It's a very, very powerful space. Business owners want phone calls, and they know that phone calls lead to more sales, right? And so if business owners are looking for phone calls and they're looking to pay you for the phone call, obviously you want to get good at your craft, good at your skill. And if you can deliver these businesses quality, they will pay you because they know that there's an opportunity where they can get more sales and actually grow their business, right? So listen, if this video has been helpful, guys, you want to hit the like button, be sure to subscribe. Now, if you need a strategy call, okay, what's a strategy call, Mike? Strategy call is for those of you that are having a couple hiccups and hurdles in your business and you want to grow fast. You don't want to think about it, right? You want to make sure that you're right on path for success. Like I tell you in every video, these are things that I personally used to grow my agency over those 9 months to have the success that I wanted. I didn't want to guess. The moment I hit a roadblock, I would send a phone call, an email out, or a text message, or I would go on Facebook and message, people that were having success. And I say, hey, how do you do this? How do you do that? We sometimes jump on a Zoom call, right? Because I didn't want to guess. A lot of you guys are trying to guess, you're trying to figure it out, and you're getting frustrated and distracted. Listen, if you want to have this happen, don't guess, book a strategy call. And then those of you are saying, listen, Mike, I'm beyond a strategy call. I want to grow my agency to 10 or even 20K a month. I want to coach. I want somebody that can guide me, point me right in the direction. Over the next 5 weeks, my coaching program is to basically take you from zero to hero, guys, right? There's no deviating with that program. Now, you have to qualify to be in my coaching program. So that's why you click the link in the description below. And then from there, if you guys qualify to be in my program, right, we're going to get on the phone. And if you qualify, it's off to the races. We're going to go to the next step. All right, guys, I'll see you next time.